It is weird how you never figured out that oral fixation past college.
I didn't. Honestly, if I was able to just have a pacifier.
At least it gave the hockey team something to do.
We didn't have a hockey team, so that wasn't even possible.
The football team, whatever.
Not even a football team.
The basketball team, which I'm sure you had. Every school has
No.
basketball. What'd you guys have?
We actually were like such a deep Southern Baptist school that we weren't allowed to have sports and there was no dancing.
Oh. That explains your repression.
I am oppressed.
Repressed.
I am. What's the difference?
I don't know.
What does repressed mean?
Repressed, like, I mean, when you say it, you're talking about like sexual repression, like things you're like hiding from, things you're, yeah.
We'll talk about the book I'm reading later.
Stuffing deep down inside you.
Anyways, welcome back.
Deep up inside of
Welcome
you.
back.
Hello. Welcome back to
Oh God, please. Not another podcast.
That was good.
That was a good harmony.
We are kind of starting to get in sync here. I feel like I'm one of the girls at your work.
But it's weird I haven't seen you in like 2.5 weeks.
It's been weird. Actually, I had to call you the other day, yesterday, just for some moral support. And
we talked last week on the phone too for like 40 minutes.
That's true. We do. We try to get it in where we can, you know, and it's good. I mean, we don't want at the end of this just to not.
But there'll
be
never
friends.
there'll never be an end to this. What are you talking about?
Yeah. No, And this is episode 18.
Wow, we are 2 away from 20.
Yeah, and
that's such a big
crazy.
deal. That means that we'll be in like the less than 1% of podcasts.
Wow, and that means we still have less than probably 1% of podcast listeners.
You know what?
No.
One day
we have. I think we have 600 monthlies or something. I don't know.
That's amazing because honestly, I know some people that started a podcast and they don't even get 10 listeners. So
yeah, it's crazy. I don't know.
But
people from all over the world.
And our clips
Hong
are doing
Kong.
good.
I know. We just hit 4,000 shares on that one. We definitely should post some more Shrek content at some point, huh?
You guys love Shrek.
They love it. They are big fans.
Actually, I haven't listened to the thing that you said yet.
Oh.
Because I was at work. And...
listen to it.
Okay, hold on.
You know what's absolutely insane, Braylee, is I'm getting TikToks of just straight up like women's buttholes and shit, and like we got flagged for a video because we said calling shotgun. Like, what? None of this makes sense. Also, why is that a thing now? I'm also seeing people make videos about like all of a sudden this is just flooding their timeline. I'm not actively seeking out beeholes. I'm actually not even really a fan of the Chocolate Starfish, which is also a Limp Bizkit album. Who's the Chocolate Starfish and hot dog flavored water? Their community guidelines is very messed up. That's all I'm here to say.
And that was at 9:40 in the morning.
These thoughts plague me. It is weird, yeah, because I feel like that clip would have done really well if we didn't get flagged for it. TikTok has been performing so much better than Instagram.
I
got 30 likes today on a post.
We were just talking about this. I used to get thousands of likes.
Yeah.
I can't even get 100 now.
Yeah, I got 36. The last time I checked this.
That is so. What is it like? What is up with Instagram?
I don't know. Maybe it's just not appealing. I don't know.
Let me see what I'm pretty sure my video is only at it's only at 901 views.
Yeah.
Like, ew.
I don't know.
How am I supposed to make it in this world? And
you're not. That's the thing. Is it's just going to beat you down until
I can't keep doing this.
Yeah, but you have exciting things to look forward to, being a mother and things like that.
Yeah, eventually. We just had our first home study call yesterday. And
so it's a call. This is the preemptive.
Yeah, the first one's the call. The second one is when they
show up.
And there really wasn't much that we didn't already know. The girl that was giving it, like telling us the thing, she was so, honestly, I know she wasn't on drugs, but she was so chill. I'd be like, I'd put you in a panic room with me. You probably made me feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was explaining a lot of stuff with us, like finance-wise, all that. We got all of our questions answered.
Finance
stuff. Like
there's
what,
they just want to know what you make? And
no. Like they were just talking about like exactly that we'll know exactly how much, pretty much
like,
what
this might shock you, but babies are expensive.
Yeah. No, she was explaining to us that before we even are matched with the child. Okay, there's two things I need to talk to you about this.
Yeah.
Before you're matched with a child, like you'll ballpark know what you're going to be spending because like sometimes these women are homeless and they have to go up into like motels and you pay for that until the baby's born. But weirdly, my
paying
phone
for motels.
Okay, yeah.
Eat the whole thing right now.
You think I should?
Can you? Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Anyways, the debate was really good, very civil, very
demure, very
cutesy.
I don't know. No, it was good though, and I do like, because there were some times where it was just like, oh yeah, because we're talking about vice presidents here. You know what I mean? They'd be like, well, why didn't she do this or why didn't he do that? And it's like, because they're the vice president.
It's crazy.
Like how much authority do they have?
The problem is that people don't want to go back and like look at what everybody like, even like where money is spent isn't the president, it's Congress. It's like all the you got to look at your branches, guys.
Yeah, we have checks and balances.
School of Rock.
Yeah. No, it's fucking. What was the? I'm just a bill
on Capitol Hill.
Yeah. But what was that called? It wasn't School of Rock. It was.
I think it was School of Rock.
No, School of Rock is the movie with Jack Black.
Yeah, it is. But isn't it also that?
I don't remember what it is.
I'm just a bill.
I'm just a
bill. I'm just Schoolhouse. Yeah, Schoolhouse Rock.
Schoolhouse Rock.
What did I say it was?
School of Rock, which is the movie with Jack Black.
No, I think I said Schoolhouse Rock.
Brayley, we have recordings of it.
Yeah, we're going to have to go back and make sure that I actually said it correctly.
You did not. I'm telling you. You said School of Rock.
Anyways, Schoolhouse Rock. I'm just a bill.
I like how you're saying it now, like Schoolhouse Rock, as if you almost are making it an of. School of Rock.
School of Rock. School of House Rock.
School of House of School Rock.
What else have you been up to since I haven't seen you? You look so different.
I know. I feel like I've changed completely, and I don't really know you or myself anymore. I just, I don't know. I'm trying to think.
What did you go anywhere? Have any shows? Go to any shows?
No. I mostly just. I sit at home and I stare at the wall when I'm at home. I just 100%. You know how people are talking about raw dogging planes, raw dogging flights? I just do that 100% of the time. And I feel like Tom is on a similar wavelength. Like he just gets home and he just stares at a white wall until you come and like tap him. Because I feel like he just falls asleep sitting up.
He does.
And then you have to tap him on the shoulder and you're like,
he does. Tom falls asleep.
Time to go to work.
Tom can fall asleep anywhere. Can you?
No. I can't really.
He can fall asleep anywhere.
I wish. I want to, though. I want to so bad.
The moment that I see Tom get in the corner of the couch just to watch TV, I know he's going to be out in a second. He'll even take a nap right when he gets home from work.
Really?
And then still go to bed.
That's crazy. Courtney can do that. I can't sleep like that.
I can't either.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're one of those people. You're kind of still on your college schedule where you stay up till like 2 a.m. and then you sleep in till like 2 p.m. and then...
I've already told you that's my favorite bit. That's my favorite bit. Anytime we're like,
it's never going away.
Anytime we're in like a group text message, Josh is like, well, Braylee's not awake yet. She won't be awake until 3. And I'm like, I'm reading these in real time.
I know. But you do have a problem with replying.
I do.
Yeah.
I do have a problem with replying, but I have no excuse. I just have a problem with it.
Yeah. She just has a problem with it.
Sometimes it's just a little too much.
Yeah. Things get overwhelming. I can see that.
Also, I just don't want to start a conversation.
But I also have it's interesting like how people pleasing comes out in different ways. Because like I kind of have that, but like I'm like, oh, I have to reply right now or whatever.
I think we've talked about this.
Yeah.
I used to be like that, but then I worked on like what I don't want to. I worked on what I can give and what I can't. And if it's like somebody texting me to start a conversation, I can't do it. But if somebody's like texting me for like needing something, like if it's about. I mean, I pretty much answer you all the time, except for if I'm at work. I always forget. At work, we're not allowed to have really our phones on the floor, so it's harder to like reply when I'm at work.
Yeah.
So then I just forget because I might open it on my watch, which opens it on my phone.
Misty eye in my head.
Are you sweating?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
It is kind of hot down here.
It's hot everywhere.
Why?
I don't know. We replaced the air filters yesterday. I don't know what's happening.
The ghosts.
Yeah, the ghosts are heating up.
I even wore my Alabama sweatshirt so I could show it off.
Yep, it says Crimson
Tide.
Titties or whatever.
I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide.
Nothing but the Tide.
That was such... Okay, can we talk about it?
Yeah,
Let's
talk about it.
That was such a good game. You
Yeah.
didn't watch any of it?
I saw the 17-year-olds catch, which was insane.
You want me to give you a recap?
Sure. I'm sure everybody listens to this cares too.
Yeah. So you gotta talk about stuff that's relevant. This is all over my TikTok right now, and I haven't even liked a video of it. Anyways, Alabama was up 30-0, and this is after Alabama got a safety, or 37 got a safety. Georgia's supposed to be like really great, right? They're not.
Go Dogs.
Ew. So, anyways, all of a sudden, at the start of the second half, Georgia was on the field for 10 minutes. Their offense was on the field for like 10 minutes. That's how long it took them to drive the ball down.
Yeah.
And our defense was sucking wind. They were. Let's just say they were.
Yeah.
They brought it all the way back, and it was 34-33. Wow. Georgia with 2 minutes to spare. Then all of a sudden, Jalen Milroe throws a dime, and Ryan Williams, 17-year-old, catches it.
17 years old.
And he not only does, he
Can't
doesn't
even buy a cigar.
He can't even buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah. Oh, wait, you have to be 21 to smoke now, huh?
I don't know. He can't
don't
even
know,
go to
but-
a porn shop.
No. Which is a crime. We should let people at any... No.
Yeah. But anyways, he did this like stutter step thing, made both of the Georgia defenders secondary just hit each other. And he runs back, scores the touchdown, right? And then at the very end, Georgia's about to score again.
It was cartoonish.
Yeah. Another freshman grabbed got an interception. And Alabama won the football game. And at that time, after Georgia was up, I was like, screw this. Turned the game off, took off all my clothes to get in the shower, right?
That's how she celebrates.
There's a reason for this. So all of a sudden, once I took all my clothes off, Alabama scored. I couldn't put my clothes back on because that wouldn't make sense. Because obviously, because I'm naked, that's why they're winning.
Are you dedicated to watching the rest of Alabama season naked now? Are you?
No, those are just for desperate times.
Oh. Yeah.
I like ran out of the bedroom. I was like, Tom,
shines a light on you. Yeah.
So yeah, it was great. It was great. And then I had an upset tummy Sunday and Monday
Great.
because of the anxiety I had.
That's insane, Braylee.
It's so insane.
To let things like that, like...
Okay, but here's the thing.
There are so many things. A whole few states just got destroyed from a hurricane.
They sure did. Bless y'all's hearts. I'm sorry for that. But yes, I totally understand it. But the thing is that when something brings you like that much joy, you can't help it when they lose.
I don't have anything like that.
Also,
that
growing
brings
up
me
in
that
this,
much
I know
joy.
that football's big everywhere, but growing up in the
No,
South
the
with
South is
football,
totally
it's
different.
like,
Yeah.
I mean,
The SEC is totally different. I honestly like I grew up, like USC and UCLA,
Mm-hmm.
all those like teams or whatever. But like, it's so different here.
yeah.
It's it's night and day for real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like every single one of my friends had planned their wedding around football schedule. I planned my wedding around the football schedule.
Insane. Absolutely insane.
But I think it's because the problem is that it's so big here that people will find a way to watch the game if they're at a wedding.
If you're at a wedding, like
And it's just kinda
people
like-
do that. I mean, they'll have like the games up on their phones, whatever. Like,
I had a whole entire family not show up to my wedding because it was the Auburn Georgia game. I was like, all right.
That's
people I grew up with my whole life.
insane. I just don't care that much, man.
I do. I just grown
I
up with
don't
it though, so it's
I
like
know.
hard not to. Anyways,
No, I keep forgetting to wear my championship rings in for you. So can
you
see
really
them.
should. Do you have
So you can
10 of
see
them
'em.
for every single one of your little phalanges?
Yeah, that's it. I've won 10 championships, and then I said I had the option to win 11, and I said you're gonna have to make that ring a little smaller because I know where it's going.
Or my penis.
Yeah, that's it. That was it. Yeah.
If you say if the key to get by on TikTok with clips is to like
Mispronounce it. Be
like
nice.
shoot gun
Oh yeah.
or
Yeah, when you go shoot
nice.
gun. Well, shoot gun in the toboggan. Yeah. Yeah. I know. It's so stupid.
TikTok pisses. There is a girl, I'm not
Yeah.
even joking, on TikTok. She wears these overalls with nothing underneath them,
know.
and she will move, and her boob will pop out.
It's hot. It's hot.
Oh. Anyways, but the thing is that, but then somebody will be like, shoot shotgun, and then they'll be
I
like,
know.
never mind.
We got flagged. Literally, Braylee, I was seeing straight up buttholes on my TikTok, and we got flagged for calling shotgun.
That is wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There was also a TikTok I saw where this guy was, I think this kind of stuff is crazy that TikTok allows, brought up this girl's name and like talked about how she was like the biggest slut ever and how she was like, she got banged by like multiple sports team members, whatever.
Yeah, which who cares? That's her business.
And yeah, exactly. And like this guy made a whole, it has millions of views and TikTok was like, that's fine.
That's crazy. I'm like literally so over slut shaming. I think that's like, and also like just even the word like insinuate, like that is so crazy to me, like how much of a double standard that is, because it's just like if a guy has sex with a bunch of people, like it's not a big deal, or like he's even celebrated in some groups or whatever, you know what I mean? Like it's like it's okay for anybody to do that if they want to do, you know.
Literally, we are sexual creatures,
right? Like I'm just very over it, because I heard conversation with some people I know the other day, like talking about that, like, oh, like she's a slut, she wants it, blah blah blah, and I'm like, who cares? Like, are you in high school, dude? Like, what are you talking about? Like, my
brain also goes towards like these men who have body counts of like 30. Who are you having sex with? If your body count's 30, you're having sex with women, like, which obviously, like, and they're willing if you're willing.
Yeah, right.
It is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It's a double standard. It's like, it's not like, like it is, it's super sexist.
And like, you can give infinite babies in a year, and a woman can only have one baby a year. So it's like,
who's the real?
Put your dick away.
True. I did. I put it away, and then it never came back.
I put a fedora on and a cane and walked out the door.
He said, I think I'm starting to like it.
I'm not really having a good time here. I think that is one of my favorite trends. I just saw like a 3-year-old at the pumpkin patch, and he's like, I'm not really having fun of the pumpkin patch.
Oh, and he had the piece of corn in there, too? Yeah.
He goes, I think
Yeah.
Oh, TikTok could be so funny, but it could be so horrible.
It really,
also, but yeah, stop slut shaming women.
Yeah.
Get over it. It's 2024. Women are going to have sex.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
That, I remember I was telling somebody the other day that I grew up in purity culture.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I had a sweatshirt.
Did you have a ring? Oh.
I did not have a ring.
You had a sweatshirt.
I had a sweatshirt that said, saving myself for marriage. I was like, and I wore it. Yeah. I wore it
proudly. I might add. Yeah, you were.
I went to like a woman's convention for purity.
Oh yeah.
I'm
sure that was a pretty uptight convention.
Yeah, nobody was loose there. It was like, that is the cold. I cannot believe that one had that sweat. Like when the Jonas Brothers got their purity rings, I was like, oh my God.
Did you cry when they took them off? Was it
no,
a big, were you over it by then?
Okay. Yeah.
I remember during that, and then like my friend, she lived in like, I think Joe Jonas's apartment building or whatever, and she's like, he brings girls back to his apartment all the time. Like, I've been in the elevator with him several times, and he's always bringing. That is, he's just like, oh, let me just slip this off real quick.
Not pure tonight, baby.
No.
Yeah.
I think people probably knew. They're like, Joe, leave the purity ring on.
Yeah. Hey.
That's actually does it for me.
It's like, I love this role play. Yeah. I mean, growing up in purity culture is if you want to save yourself for marriage, slay. You do
whatever
that.
You want.
But like the fact that I was like young and thinking that sex was so wrong was not okay.
No, because it messes you up for the future.
Yeah. And not only that, but it's like it made it seem like the God I believed in was going to punish me if that happened, and that's literally not the case.
Well, I mean, depending on how you look at your life, you could agree that he has.
You know what? Maybe I would be a gajillionaire by now with 16,000 hit singles.
Right.
But you had sex.
Yeah, but you had premarital sex.
Oh my gosh, that is
true.
So funny.
Only the virgins are doing well.
I don't know. We all watch Mom Talk.
I know. Mom Talk, dude. We don't have enough to get into Mom Talk.
Okay, we'll save it for the next segment because that is so... I have to tell you that before we get into Mom Talk, I have to tell you that I've listened now to 2 podcasts, with one with Taylor on it and one with Whitney on it, and I have to like recap you on it.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna hop on this phenomenon. A feminine phenomenon.
Feminine nomenon.
A feminine Oh,
It's a feminine nomenon.
it's a feminine phenomenon.
Nope. Feminine nomenon.
Feminine phenomenon. Okay, one more time.
Feminine nomenon.
Feminine phenomenon. Okay, say it with me.
Feminine nomenon.
No, 1, 2, 3.
Feminine
phenomenon.
No, now you're messing me up, dude. Feminine
Phenomenon.
Phenomena.
It's a feminine phenomenon. Whatever. We're gonna hop on this phenomenon of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. So we talked about it last podcast because I wanted Josh to read it and not read it, watch it. And what's funny about it?
I actually read the book. I didn't watch the show.
So
Whitney's memoirs.
What's funny about it is that night he texted me and he said, "What is the show on again?" And I forgot to reply. I fell asleep. And I woke up the next morning. I was like, "It's on Hulu." And he goes, "Too late. I'm already like 4 episodes in."
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I fell asleep. That's the thing that's crazy is like, I don't have time to wait on your replies.
Well, you figured out yourself like a independent queen.
Yeah. Well, I am. I've had to do so much on my own. I raised 10 kids by myself on a bus driver's salary. You know, I was driving around Harlem.
I loved the show. Josh said it was just all right. I loved it because it was like that perfect amount of trash TV of like just girls being mean. It's just a show of girls being mean.
It wasn't trashy enough for me. You know what was missing from it for me?
Sex?
No, there was, obviously, what's her name just was swinging and stuff. But
Yeah.
No, there is something, especially about some of these LA shows like Vanderpump Rules. Mm-hmm. There's a air of cuntiness.
Yeah.
That like I feel like.
Did you finish all of it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like that was kind of. And hey, look at like the whole Whitney's the one that's like in the. She was like, I'm going to unfollow everybody.
Yeah.
And then, why did nobody ask about you unfollowing me? Yeah.
Okay, so I obviously was watching it. I didn't know all these things about Mormonism. Like, they have to have certain garments.
Oh, you didn't know that? So
No.
As a theology minor, I knew some of this stuff.
Guys,
And
I think it's a little
special underwear.
bananas. Like, they're not allowed to have hot beverages. Like,
Yeah.
But then they drink like 44-ounce Cokes every day.
You're not supposed to have caffeine, though, in general, which is crazy. Yeah.
The men on there were not my favorite. But just for a real, like an example, why was Michaela knocked up at 16 by a 21-year-old?
Yeah.
Is that
Well, that's allowed in the church. Yeah.
But not your garments.
If you're drinking it hot, if you're drinking something hot, then
16 by a 21-year-old.
Yeah.
But then they showed a photo of him and he looks like he's 16.
right, which is still illegal, even if you look like you're 16.
Yep, it
Look
sure
at Gary
is.
Coleman. He was.
You're right.
He was 40, 50, whatever.
Or
and
who
he
was that
still
guy that
looked
was like, well, shit.
well, shit, Leslie.
Yes.
Leslie Jordan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked young too.
Until he was gray.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, so I listened to 2 podcasts with Whitney on it and I listened to one with Taylor on it, and they like spilled the tea on a whole bunch of different things. Like obviously Whitney was playing the victim.
Yeah. Well, as she do.
As you do. Whitney was playing the victim, but on this podcast she was saying that the scene where she leaves the table and starts crying and then comes back with a cake and they like zoom in on her shoe with toilet paper.
You gotta think the camera people are really the ruthless people.
They're horrible. What was funny about that was that she said that in that scene, though, the reason why she started crying was Demi shared something very personal about Whitney, which I am assuming that she confided in Demi about Whitney's husband being on Grindr and not Tinder.
Oh,
this is my assumption.
Oh my God.
Because like, there's no way Whitney's husband is not.
Yeah,
it can't swing both ways.
I just realized that I got everything for lettuce wraps tonight except the lettuce at the store. I'm so sorry.
Well, good thing there's a grocery store literally just down the road.
Speaking of swinging both ways,
Whitney's husband.
Do
you think he swings both ways?
Yeah. I mean, he for sure, he's like, I'm going on a camping trip with all guys. And she's like, with who? And she's, you don't know him. You don't know him. And she's like, oh, really? She's like, I just think that's a little weird that like you're going on these camping trips or whatever. And he's like, yeah, it's just guy time, you wouldn't get it.
That wasn't Mormons.
Oh.
That was that other show that's like, that is like your husband is actually gay.
Oh.
I mean,
I mix everything up. I don't know. I was thinking about the lettuce wraps.
It's the same show, different spot. So like that's totally acceptable.
That clip is so funny though.
It is funny.
Guy where you're like, everyone is just like, you're just watching and everyone's just like,
yeah,
man, everyone knows, man. Like,
do you think that Courtney would stay with you if you told her that you were gay?
Yeah.
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 That's nice.
Yeah.
If Tom told me he was gay, I would have let him be free. I'd be like, you go, girl.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, like I don't I mean, we've talked about this before about like people in past lives, or not past lives, but like like Freddie Mercury or whatever, how he had a wife or whatever, like, but they kind of had like an understanding.
Yeah.
Where, like, he, like whatever, like I could live my life like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Now we're just too old to have to start over anyways. So
right, exactly. Like you've built like a good foundation with somebody, you get along, you do, like there's all this stuff, and like, so what? Like you get your rocks off like with guys or whatever, but like you have all these other great things with, like, and I think once you realize like when you get married and like, or you've been together with somebody for a long time or whatever, like you do realize that like sex is a part of life, but it is like such a small part of life compared to like everything else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
obviously sexual attraction is important, but it is not the most important thing. And if it is the most important thing in your relationship, then you're not in it for the right reasons. Right.
Totally. And some people put so much emphasis on that, and it's just like funny because you'll see like, especially seasoned couples or whatever, be like, that will, that you'll grow out of that. You know what I mean? Like, or whatever. Not like, but like, yeah, I think there's like so many ways to make relationships like work nowadays. And like, I think as long as everybody's communicating and there's trust and there's like the intentions are out on the table. Like, I think that's like, I think you can make things work. Like, I mean, I know that sounds probably like crazy progressive to some people, but like, well, I don't know.
I saw recently some girl was like, I knew I was in the right relationship when I was bored. I know that, like, hear me out in the sense of like, there was no more questioning, there was no more anxiety, there was no more like, your peace wasn't stolen by this person. You knew where they were, they communicated, and she was like, and I was bored, which meant that I was in a consistent relationship that I felt secure in. And I'm like, awesome, because same, like, I'm bored in a good way. Like, Tom and I laugh and have fun, but like, I love the fact that I never have to worry where Tom is.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, well, he's kind of programmed, where he just like, he wakes up at a certain time and then he just drives to work and then he comes home and eats
then I lock him in the basement.
Eats his protein bowl and then goes to the basement and sleeps upside down like a bat.
Yeah.
Arms crossed over each other, just
eats his protein bowl, goes sleeps it's in like a bat. That's hilarious. That is true. That is very true. But yeah, being bored is not a bad thing, is what I'm getting at.
It's not a bad thing. And I think like I think we're all realizing like people become, whether it's like your relationship or whatever, because people become addicted to like drama or whatever, deeper level cortisol addicts. We become addicted to our stress hormones.
Yeah.
Sometimes like people, and especially if you deal with anxiety and things like that, like, it just becomes like a natural response. To, and
I think that's why like people all the time, I have friends who pick fights with their significant others all the time just to get a high from it.
Yeah. Right.
I'm like, why would you want that?
Yeah.
Fight with a stranger on the street.
Right. Yeah. Do it like with somebody who you're not spending your life with or whatever, like, yeah, totally.
Or get mad at things for no reason, like just to get mad. And to be fair, I'm gonna call myself out.
Okay.
There are sometimes there's no reason for me to ever get mad at Tom. He literally is perfect. He does nothing wrong. Sometimes I'll do it just to do it. I'll be like, you know what? You left this out this morning and
Yeah.
I'm going to hold it over your head. And I think it's just because I'm like bored.
And he'd probably just be like, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't mean to do Yeah.
He's so sweet.
Yeah, he probably
Oh.
didn't even fight back. Do you know what I would do?
Punch me in the face.
I would end your life.
Oh. Well,
No.
wait, I told you
No,
about.
but you know me. Like, you and I, we have similar personality traits. So it's funny because, like, think about, like, what if, like, somebody did that to you, like, how you would snap back at them.
I'd be
and,
like, the fuck, put it away yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
I told you about how I was reading that book where I was like, oh my God. I was like, gosh, I know Michelle's reading this, listening to this, but I was like, Tom.
Maybe I forgot to post the last one on YouTube.
Oh, did you? I was like, Tom, you need to like choke me.
Oh, yeah.
Be disrespectful.
Yeah.
Get rough. And he goes, you're going to have to settle for respectful and dignified. I was like, that's not a book somebody would read.
Yeah. Respectful and dignified.
Which also.
That's how Abraham Lincoln did it. Respectful and dignified.
Yep. And then he got shot.
Yeah, so
So
didn't
it doesn't
really
work out.
You should just choke a bitch.
And then Josh was like, what if Tom was choking you and then something snapped and he was like,
yeah. Something took over on him, and you're like, no.
that's not what I meant. That's not what
You know it's bad when you go for the two-handed grip.
And he's like, this is.
Yeah.
And he like looks around. He's like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that would be so bad.
His pupils get all big. You're like, oh no.
I would literally die.
Yeah.
I would actually die.
Tom definitely could overpower you for sure.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, he's a pretty muscular guy.
I love that.
He does mostly. It's great to look at for all parties involved. He does. Does he do a lot of weights, or is he mostly a calisthenic guy? I might have asked you about that.
He almost our whole relationship, he did a lot of weights, and then
so he built a base.
he built a base, and now he does everything with a weight vest. Does a lot of pull-ups, does a lot of push-ups.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to run like a 5K on Saturday, and it rained, so it didn't happen.
Oh.
But yeah.
I forgot legs don't work in the rain.
I think that we were expecting so much more rain.
Yeah, no, it was crazy because
Yeah.
like people, I had family like messaging me and stuff. They're like, "Are you guys all right?" And I was like, "It's like somebody just put a mister on over."
Yeah.
over.
It just was like a misty
Nashville.
rain.
But then you see places like Asheville,
Oh my gosh,
which
I
is
know.
great. 2,000 feet. Asheville, North Carolina is 2,000 feet above sea level. I think like a few hundred miles inland from like water, and it is flooded. Like
I know.
like places are the whole town is like destroyed. It's like the
I
houses
love
floated
Asheville
away.
too. I
I've
know
never been.
our hearts definitely go out to you guys. That's
Yeah, I've never
horrible.
been, but yeah, I know people in Tampa. A bunch of people who had their places completely destroyed. Even Kayla upstairs, her dad's place got completely destroyed.
That's devastating.
Yeah.
It's also, I think they couldn't even prepare for it really because it wasn't supposed to go east and it was supposed to go west. It was more supposed to go like this. Like it missed my, it hit my friends down in Augusta, Georgia really, really bad.
Oh, yeah.
And then it like was supposed to hit
Which
where
is
my
the capital
parents
of
live.
Georgia.
Is Augusta the capital of Georgia?
I don't know.
I think it's Atlanta.
That might be right. Wait,
I think it used to be
Maine-
Augusta.
Maine is Augusta.
You could be right.
I don't know. I used to know all the capitals. There was a song. Remember this song?
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Okay.
But it used to be Milledgeville.
Milledgeville. What is Milledgeville?
That's where I went to college.
Atlanta, Georgia, and Tallahassee is the capital of Florida. Yeah, I don't know.
You really know your stuff.
Sacramento, California, Phoenix, Arizona, Santa Fe, New Mexico, Austin, Texas, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Jackson, Mississippi. I don't know what the other one is. Tallahassee, Florida. But then there was like, I think that had its own like little song, like along like from west to east, and then I think up to east, because I think the other one like from Florida was like a little more jazzy. It's like Tallahassee, Florida, Tallahassee, Florida, Atlanta, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, Columbus, South Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina. Yeah, it's like it was one of those. You know?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That was so good.
You didn't do any of those?
No. I had to know, like, I know. I don't even remember what I don't want to sound stupid, so I don't want to say what I thought I learned.
Oh.
I do
Well,
know Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, Colorado, California,
Came before that,
Colorado,
yeah.
Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho.
You guys did that because you lived in Georgia.
Yeah, we
huh?
sure
Yeah,
did. How
yeah.
did you catch on?
That was an
Yeah.
emphatic Georgia.
Absolutely insane, though. That hurricane is so crazy.
Yeah.
I was going to say something.
What were you gonna say?
I was going to say that I got to that side of TikTok where people thought that the Democrats caused the hurricane to take out the red states. And I was
Well,
like, can you not just
They did. The weather machines that are ran by the, I'm not going to say the race, but the Jewish people. I did a Kanye there. No, like people literally believe that. They believe there's the Jews control a weather machine that's located in Alaska, and it you can look it up.
Hey
There's
guys,
a whole thing.
windmills apparently.
Yeah, windmills.
Guys, I'm just going to let you know natural disasters still happen. Just happens.
They do. They are, in fact, how you would refer to it, acts of God.
Yep.
And yeah. But what was it? Oh, I did see that Luke Combs is because he's from, I believe, Asheville, North Carolina,
Is
or whatever.
he?
So I think he's doing like a benefit concert or whatever.
Should we go?
Well, it did make me wonder if the set list, if he's going to play one of his more popular songs called Hurricane. I don't think it's probably not.
You know,
Rock me like a hurricane.
don't. I'm going to go ahead and say don't.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to.
I'd probably skip over that one, even if it
Yeah.
wasn't number one.
Don't do
For
it.
how many weeks?
Yeah, no, I have never experienced a hurricane. I take it back. We experienced a hurricane when I was a freshman in high school. School closed down for 3 days. And I remember it was hitting and my dad saw a turtle outside and made my brother go grab it just in case.
You needed to eat it or
Nope,
what?
just to save it.
Oh.
It was stuck in it was like we had this like storm drain that overflowed and it was like going straight for that. That turtle would have
Yeah.
died. Would have died for sure.
Wow. I had a turtle in my backyard the other week. You saw that though. I posted about it.
Oh yeah.
Why is this thing keeps not uploading?
Mine says that too. Oh, she looks pretty.
Yeah.
Joshua.
She looks good.
She has whiskey jam on Thursday.
I'm not going. There's too many people I don't want to see there.
Yeah. But yeah, so guys,
yeah.
natural disasters happen. It was not formed by the Democrats. I know you want to believe that, but we're smart. Well, not we're. People are smart, but not that smart.
Don't group me into that.
I'm just saying, like in general, people are smart, but not that smart.
You know I only vote for the independent party.
That gonna be?
I don't want to tell you.
That's okay. I don't want to go.
I'm just kidding. It's in Vero Beach. It's the flamingo thing for the charity event.
All right. Get off
Okay.
your phone.
Okay.
Get off your phone.
Okay.
Get off your phone.
Okay.
I'm going to break it.
Got 5 minutes left.
What do we want to talk about? Tell me.
I don't know.
We could go to Braley's Book Corner. Braley's Book Corner, you're going to love this one, Josh.
5 minutes? You got.
I could do it in 5 minutes.
Okay.
This book was called Aaron's Obsession. I saw it on TikTok, and I'll show you the TikTok that pulled me in. It is about a girl that accidentally enters this game. There are 5 girls and 20 hot men. And the men, whoever catches
Oh.
whoever catches her claims her. And they do it by putting their penis in her.
Oh yeah. That's
So-
just your college experience.
Oh my God. 1 room, 20 men.
This is Braley's game. Yeah.
Anyways, this girl accidentally enters this game as somebody else because she's trying to figure out information.
Accidentally.
Yes, she was like, she came in as, okay, just trust me, accidentally. Within the love of her life, not the love of her life, some guy that's also hot sees her on the cameras and is like, she's not supposed to be there. So he runs in and he claims her. He's also a virgin.
He's the first one in.
In her.
Yeah.
In her, yeah. So then.
But he's never been in.
Yeah. So apparently this game is like a new dating game where like then you have to be together and like fall in love or whatever. Honestly, if I'm being completely
It's like
honest,
Squid Game meets Love is Blind.
Yep. Actually, yeah. Yeah, because these guys have like masks on. So they like she hates him at first, and one of the rules is like they have to have sex every day, but he won't like have sex with her.
Yeah.
He just like puts it in. Very Mormon of him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nobody else is jumping on the bed or
No.
anything. Like, oh.
And then leaves, and then they go back to this club or whatever. It's like a sex club, and there's gangs involved, and then they start falling in love. And I'm going to tell you this scene in it that I cannot believe I read. It almost made me DNF the book. And that was, he was trying to find all these penis-shaped things to put in her, right? He put...
Anything but his own.
Yeah. He put a candle in her and lit it on fire. And he said... He said, look at you.
Wick in first or
No. It was like a candle. Like it wasn't
yeah,
like, it was like
yeah.
a hold. And it was like, look at your oh God, look at your pussy on fire for me.
Wow.
So it's called Aaron's Obsession. I
Yeah.
gave it 2 stars.
Yeah. Jesus.
Do you want me to show you the TikTok that got me?
Yeah, let me.
Okay, ready for this?
Let's see the.
Man, I'll say authors like are really getting into it. Aaron's Obsession. I
Yeah, Aaron's Obsession. That's like happened, I think, this week.
The
the Alabama game. Yeah,
The Alabama game, the debate
Right.
happened, mom talk,
Right. Like, see, like we should
P.
be.
Diddy.
See, I am one of the rare ones who think he's completely
You're gonna
innocent.
cancel us. You're gonna get us canceled.
It's not illegal to own that much lube. It's just simply not. You know what I mean? Like, you need things. He's just a hydrated man. This man's skin was always very, very hydrated. So I don't.
Oh my God! Did you see that Kesha changed her song?
Yeah.
What is it now? Wake up in the morning like
Saying,
fuck P Diddy.
Yeah.
Like I hate P Diddy.
Which I guess for anybody who's still listening to her is great.
Where is she now?
I don't know. We share a birthday, March 1st.
You know who else has that birthday?
Justin Bieber.
Hitler.
No, he does not.
Yep.
No. Actually, Hitler was born on April 20th.
Oh yeah, 420.
Yeah.
And that's what somebody said Columbine was for.
Columbine?
Yeah, they were like on Hitler's
was it on
birthday.
420? Oh, I didn't know that. Damn.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Like,
Nope.
that's like your day as like a stoner. You're just so stoked. You're like, man. I mean, of course, it's kind of childish to be like, you know, nowadays, like you can smoke weed whenever. You don't need you don't need a day. But like, you know, it used to be a thing, and you know, I'd throw a little celebration here and there. But like, you do that, and then you're like, dude, let's pop on the news or whatever, and like. You're like, oh my God, or you go to school. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that's how I feel about my nephew who was born on 9/11.
Yeah.
You're just trying to enjoy your
you're
birthday.
like, sorry, man. There's going to be a lot of footage of planes hitting buildings.
Literally
on your-
forever.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Do you think that people who had birthdays?
Well, when you say never forget, birthdays are going to be forgotten.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, anybody who had a birthday on like September 11th on the day it happened, like you know that there was no way they had any celebration.
No. Yeah. No, definitely not. I think that would be tough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
What do you think?
and imagine like his parents just like going to the store buying a bunch of gifts, and they're like, people are like, what are you getting gifts for? 9/11. We celebrate. Yeah.
with balloons.
Yeah, we celebrate every year. Yeah.
What if you were like born on 9/11, like the
What about
day
the movie
2001,
Born on the 4th of July?
and then like somebody bought balloons on 9/11 that signify how many years ago it was. So, how many years
Yeah.
ago was it?
It was 2001.
23?
So yeah.
23 years? Yeah.
Yeah.
23 years ago. So somebody has balloons for 23 years and they're checking out the grocery
Yeah,
store.
yeah,
Like, what are you
yeah. They're like, a big thing happened 23 years ago from this day. There you go. What?
We all know.
Yeah. It was the best day of my life.
What do you think, besides 9/11, is the worst birthday date to have?
Ooh, I mean, Christmas babies do get screwed over. That's like,
Yeah.
yeah. I think any time like around Christmas that's a tough one, man.
Also, how selfish can you be to have sex and know that your baby's going to be born on Christmas? How
When
dare
would you have to? I'm never good
December.
at figuring it out.
December, November, October, September,
Babies are 9 months.
August, July, June, May, April.
April.
Did you
So
just
if
see
you're
me
like-
do that backwards?
Yeah.
That was pretty impressive.
So if you're fucking on Hitler's birthday,
Oh, baby! Yikes! I also find it funny that like I think the month that has the most babies is September, which is like that means that you have like January, February ish.
September
has the most
September
babies.
does have a lot of
I just sat in a writer's room with two people who had pretty much the same birthday.
You were born on June 18th. 11th.
There you go.
There it is.
June 11th.
Yeah. June 11th. And when was I born, Brayley?
March 12th.
Brayley, I just said it.
March 1st.
Yeah, that's right.
I will never forget. It's literally in my
Yeah.
calendar now.
That's good because people forget me every year on my birthday because I'm done reminding people.
Real question.
I'm going to be 34 this next year.
What do you know people's birthdays by your heart, or do you know it because somebody posts something on social media or Facebook?
Well, I'll be honest. I used to have Facebook, and that used to be a big help. Mm-hmm. I don't have Facebook. I haven't had Facebook for years now. So the people I care about most, I know their birthdays. You know,
Yeah.
Mom, May 23rd. Dad, February 23rd. Me, March 1st. Sister, August 17th. Courtney, September 25th. Brayley, June 11th.
That's the only important people in his life. Bogart.
Don't know. How am I supposed to know? He has a birth certificate. He actually has AKC papers and everything.
An AK-47.
He has an AK, and they're trying to take away his right to bear arms.
Well, they're eating the dogs.
I know. That Bogart's just protecting himself.
So wait, Courtney's birthday's the 25th?
Yeah.
My mom's is the 26th.
Oh, really? That's funny because we have an ongoing joke where I used to always forget her birthday and be like, it's the 25th or 26th.
You know that my mom, until she was 13 years old, they thought her birthday was September 27th until she needed her birth certificate.
Oh, and then
And she was like, wait, my birthday is September 26th. Like, we
was she born like close to midnight or something?
No, her parents just thought she was born on the 26th, never looked at her
Yeah.
birth certificate, and
Or the 27th?
50s were wild, y'all,
Yeah. Well, they were just hopped up on Quaaludes and
and racism.
her mom probably got a lobotomy or something, you know? Just scrambled her brains around a bit, you know?
I think I
mixed her-
told you that the college I went to has one of the biggest. You said lobotomy, so it made me think of this. It was at one point the biggest insane asylum ever in the United States, and it's all
At your
closed down now.
college?
It was like down the road from my college. It's called Central State Hospital,
Yeah.
and now it's all abandoned.
Yeah.
And people break in still, and like and it closed like in like early 1900s. So it's like stuff from like 1870 to the 1900s, and there's like,
I'm sure there were no crude medical practices happening in that time.
no. A lady would be like, I'm on my period, and they'd
Yeah.
be like, lobotomy.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad. Lobotomy.
Everything.
Cramps. Lobotomy.
Yeah.
You know what I bought for you that hasn't come in yet?
What?
A period simulator.
I eat Taco Bell. I know what that's like already, you know?
I thought we could try it out.
Yeah.
See how you feel.
You just bought this so you could...
Off of TikTok Shop.
Oh, my God.
It's supposed to make it like hurt really bad. I was hoping to get it by today, but I did not.
What do I have to put like the?
They're like little pads.
The pads. Do I put them on my balls or what do I?
Nope. We'll put it where your uterus would be if you didn't have the audacity there instead.
I don't know where my uterus would be. Actually, does I have one of those, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do. You can make a baby.
I do. I thought it was funny. Some woman, maybe it was on TV or whatever. She was asking like about her prostate, and I was just like, it made me laugh because I was like, man, we've really failed.
Yeah, I used to think that women had Adam's apples.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know it was only for men.
Yeah.
I also saw a TikTok that was like, guys, what if actually Adam ate the apple and blamed it on Eve, and that's why there's the Adam apple.
Yeah.
Adam's apple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's so true. I do feel cursed a lot of the time, so that makes sense.
Do you remember chainmail?
No.
You don't remember chainmail?
Yeah. If you don't send this to 10 people.
Did you send it to 10 people?
No, I never did. Because I'm not going to let this dictate what I do with my life. And you know what?
Well, that's why your life turned out so bad.
10 people have gotten cancer so far that I'm close to. So.
Now, TikTok has its own chainmail now. It's like, use the sound or you die.
Yeah. Or they'll do it. Sometimes they'll spin it into a positive thing where they're like, use this sound if you want like positive vibes for the rest of your life or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember chainmail was so freaking real when I was younger. Like I used to think that it really
very real
did.
to you. Yeah.
Yes, and I've sent it to at one point. Now I do think that's maybe why I haven't made it yet, because I didn't send it to 50 people, and it's just like,
yeah. And you know what? Who's not sending things to 50 people? Your music. So maybe you should make your music chainmail.
You're right.
You should bring chainmail back and just be like,
send this to 50 people or your mom's going to die. Somebody's be like, my mom's already dead.
Yeah.
The other mom's going to die.
Yeah.
Maybe, should we try that tactic?
I think you should. Bring it back.
Okay.
Bring back chainmail.
Send this to 50 people.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
That would be funny. And you do it with like the small and the big like letter, you know, like capital.
Do you remember like you could make a chain? I don't know what letters made the chain, but it like would make like a...
Yeah.
I wish that
Is it X's? When X's make the chain?
Yeah. That's what it is. Man, I actually miss, I really do miss,
the golden age of the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
It was crazy.
I miss getting on the phone and kicking my brother off the computer.
Oh, yeah. Dial up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny. Have you seen, because I think we talked about this the other week, people now sharing their AIM screen names like became a thing on
what was yours
on
again?
Instagram. It was like death switch off.
That's right.
Yeah. My whole thing, it was because I was Christian, but I was like edgy Christian where I was like, oh yeah, like I have forever life. So my death switch is turned off. You know what I mean? Very cool.
That'd be a great Christian band name.
I know. I thought of it when I was a kid.
Wow. You should be
I should get back into making.
You should do music and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, that was actually an age that I wish that people could experience.
It was so crazy. It was
the amount of strangers we spoke to on the internet.
Really? Do you know how many 40-year-old guys I probably was talking to thinking they were girls my age?
I mean, I told you I used to send guys pictures of Abercrombie models and be like, this is me.
This is me. It's crazy because my first girlfriend did the same thing to me on AIM that I never met before. Can you imagine we were AIM BFGFs?
I distinctly remember what the photo looks like too that I sent.
Really?
It's like a girl in the shower and she's holding her boobs like this. Yeah. I am 10 years old. My screen
you have
name,
no business in.
My screen name was Pookie Boo 10. You think that Pookie Boo 10 is an Abercrombie model in the shower sending some other 10-year-old photos?
That's a Pookie Boo move right there. Pookie.
Oh my gosh. All while I'm sitting in like my Winnie the Pooh themed bedroom.
That's hilarious, dude.
Oh.
That's Pookie Boo right there.
That is some Pookie Boo shit. That was a haunted house I lived in. Okay. I think that for our next segment.
Yeah.
Or maybe the next one, then it would come out around like Halloween. We ask people their scariest like ghost stories, like what they experience, and read some of them.
Oh, as a prompt. Like,
yeah.
Okay, I'm down.
Because I have some. You have some?
Yeah, I have the Hat Man.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You also have your paralysis demon that looks like me.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
I love Halloween. I love this time of year. This is my favorite time of year.
It's fine.
Josh,
Nothing's
wrong?
exciting anymore.
Talk to me.
I work in the music industry, but I don't make music. I don't do anything music related at all.
I know. I know. It's hard. It's hard to.
At least you're out there writing songs. Not that I really like co-writing with people. It's not that fun for me. But
And it's not that you're not good at it, but you're so talented at writing by yourself.
I don't know.
You are.
I don't know.
I was talking about that with somebody else. Like, I wish I could go back to where like I was confident enough in my writing skills to be able to write a song by myself and be proud of it. I can't remember the last time I wrote a song by myself and was like, this is great.
I go back, but you know what? What the deal is really is I don't know if I'm necessarily proud of things I write by myself, but there are a lot of co-writes where I'm like less proud of that. So I guess there's that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like where I'm just like, meh.
Well, that's what I was telling somebody yesterday because they were telling me that they have not left a room recently at all and liked the song. And I actually can't remember the last time I left a room in the past few months that I didn't like a song. But it's also because I'm not writing as much as I used to.
Yeah.
Like at that point, when you do that, all you do is think like, I just wrote this. No, we just did this.
I do tell people, I'm like, man, those 2-a-days.
Stupid.
You're writing from a word bank at that point, man.
It's
like you
stupid.
don't have it in you. I'm telling you.
And
I really want I know people believe that, but it's too much. Nobody has that. I know. I'm a very creative person. You're a very creative person. And I just know I only have a well that's you know what I mean? Like especially if you're going through I don't know. I can go on and on.
No,
about it.
but even like the other day I was in a write. It was my second one of the day. And I normally don't do 2-a-days, but sometimes I'll just do it because I won't have.
You're doing a 2-a-day today.
Yeah. I literally walked into this write and I was like, I don't really like this. I don't really like blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden I was like, let's just write something like out of left field. Let's pretend we're writing for Sabrina Carpenter. And it's one of my favorite songs that we had this month.
Yeah.
It was called, it's called Kiss Me Now and We'll Fall in Love Later, but it's really supposed to be Fuck Me Now and We'll Fall in Love Later. But nobody take it. Copyright.
You went with a PG-13 instead.
Yeah, but
you know the R sells so much better.
The R, the rated R. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, it's a fun song, but the thing is that like sometimes when you do that, it regenerates, it refuels like your creativity of what you want to do. Because if I want to write for other people, I have to pretend that I am. You know?
Yeah. Well, I think there's something in that, and there's something about kind of what you just said about intentionality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you have like a goal, you're able to, instead of like looking at roads and all these off ramps, you're just looking at one straight road where you're like, I can go 200 miles an hour down this road. You know what I mean? And get to the goal, which I think is literally the biggest thing as an artist. Like, I think just like finding your thing and knowing who you are so you can go 200 miles an hour down this thing, like this road. Like, it's not to say like in the future you can't like branch off or whatever, but I think there's something so, and I think you would agree with this, there's something so powerful about an artist who knows who they are.
Yeah.
I think that's such a powerful thing. And
no, I agree with that because I think that that's also why I'm enjoying what I'm doing now is that I stopped like if I play a show, a lot of my songs are slower, but I'm like, who the fuck cares? This is what I like writing. This is what I like doing. And I do well in it. And I can, if you want a slow song, I'll write it for you and I enjoy it. So now I know that that's my niche. I'm not going to stray from that. I can still, the song we wrote the other day is something else, but like, I don't know. Like I love the fact that I spent so many years doing things of what other people might like rather than what I like. Yeah. And that really ruined my craft and ruined my attitude about the music industry.
Yeah, totally. And it can definitely do that. But yeah, I mean, just figuring out your I hate to say brand, but you know what I mean? Just figuring out your thing. And and that's like Sabrina Carpenter, you know, like she's like the cutesy girl who like makes a bunch of sexual innuendos and like she's cute but she's also dirty and like it's like this whole like juxtaposition thing with her, and I don't like I can't stop listening to that album.
It's so good.
I keep listening over and over again because it is just such a solid pop album.
It really is. And Amy Allen is all over it too, and I love Amy Allen as a writer.
Yeah.
She's I got to see her in concert once and I was like, damn, you could be an artist if you wanted to. You're so good.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing with like Tate McRae. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Tate McRae's like music, and I don't think that this is a hot take.
I listened to her less.
I don't think that she's more of an entertainer than she is an artist, if that makes sense, because I could watch her dance all day long, and like the words of her songs don't even go through my brain. I'm just like mesmerized at the fact that she can dance, because I cannot do that at all.
It is a talent.
I want to get famous enough to go on Dancing with the Stars.
We might have a friend from Dancing with the Stars come on here.
Yeah, if he's ever in Nashville. Right?
Why do you say it so?
Because I know that Dancing with the Stars is on right now.
I know.
Why would he be in Nashville right now?
Not right now, but I mean, eventually he's been here before. He'll come again.
Come again?
Yeah.
Like
we have so many people. I mean, Lori also, she won Dancing with the Stars.
I know. There's so
She's
many.
a great dancer.
I wonder who's going to. I don't ever watch Dancing with the Stars.
And a great vocalist.
I just know that it's on right now. And I like that pommel horse guy is on it.
Oh,
Steven.
Yeah.
He is just living his best life. I just love it so
Is the pole
much.
vaulter guy on there too?
No, his penis was too long.
Yeah, they're like, dude, we can't have the dancers tripping over it. It takes 3 to tango, really?
Do you watch any shows like that?
No.
You don't?
No, absolutely not.
I'm on Big Brother right now.
I go either like really solid, like, I don't know, HBO show or something like that, and then I'll go opposite end of the spectrum sometimes, go and dip into that. It's all on Max though now, Discovery, because they combined with Discovery, and I'll go, 90 Day Fiance, Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. Those are actually really it. Those are my two.
I feel like me and you need to watch Love is Blind this coming season.
Oh, yeah, we could definitely
do a little bit of recast on things. Cause it's supposed to be, apparently now this season, like the people are hot.
Oh, were they not hot last time?
It wasn't that they were hot. It's just
I
that
watched the first season. The first season I watched, and it was fine. I was like, whatever.
It's not that they weren't hot. It's just, your typical reality TV shows. It's like women with big boobies and like big lips and men with six packs. And it wasn't like that. It was like normal people, I guess you could say.
They went normal for the last season?
Yeah, the last few seasons. And then this coming one, apparently the guys are all like really cute.
We want to see hot bod and hot bod together.
We want to see Have you ever watched Too Hot to Handle?
No.
That show is about a bunch of hot people coming on an island, and they're not allowed to have sex with each other.
Oh, wait, no, I have seen that.
The only way they win money is if they just don't have sex.
But it's too hard.
Don't stick your penis in each other.
It's too hard in each other.
Or in her. I would win that game.
You're acting like she doesn't have any say in the matter.
Yeah, I mean, don't stick your penis.
Don't allow penises.
Chop your penis off for 10 days.
If it causes you to sin.
It's just that show baffles me.
You feel like you would, yeah, but you're missing all the prerequisites for being on that show.
Being hot.
You said it.
Josh, I'm sexy, kind of.
I'm sexy.
I can't if I want to be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sexy #sexy Sandler.
Love it. I love it. What's funny is when we sang that Photograph song by Nickelback the other night.
Yeah.
I got the one that was like, Katie's the first girl I kissed. Yeah. And I was like, am I just giving off that vibe?
Yeah. You do. They're like, you seem familiar with a woman's body.
You seem like it.
Do you happen to drive a Subaru?
Sometimes I feel like I'll be like, yeah, I'm married. His name's Tom. And they'll be like, his name?
Yeah.
I'm like,
did his name used to be something else?
No.
Or, yeah. Tammy.
I know. I promise you next year, I'm going to really get into let me lose weight first, and then I'm going to get into my feminine energy. I'm really going to be feminine. I'm going to be a cutesy.
Are you doing it? You're going to I'm trying, man. I'm at the gym 6 days a week.
Yeah, I've already lost 6 pounds.
Wow.
I've been doing a nutrition and workout program since 4 weeks ago. So this is my 4th week, and it's been really
dedicating.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty dedicated too, but I think
I didn't get candy cane.
Yeah, you just got.
I just have to.
Hubba bubba.
I'm gonna hubba bubba.
I'm pretty dedicated myself. I'm trying, man. I want to get there. Like I think I could up my cardio right now. I'm doing like 25 minutes, but I think I could do more.
Yeah. Well,
but it's just hard because
I
you
was
only
looking
have.
at old clips of us, and you have lost a ton of weight since the
It's only
beginning
70
of this year.
pounds, but I
That's like a fourth grader. You lost a whole fourth
it's
grader.
fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
But
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, there's only so much time in a day, and I really do actually like lifting weights. So it's like, man, I don't want to spend more time doing cardio. And then,
Yeah, it's just also to remember it is 80% food and 20% working out. If that,
which I have
mostly-
that pretty like in check. Actually, you know what I started doing? This is so boring to people listening, probably.
It's not.
But
People
what I
relate.
started doing was my buddy who you sat with at the Bluebird, Sipes,
Yeah,
big dude.
it was huge.
Yeah.
Yep.
Professional bodybuilder, former recon Marine. He got me on carb cycling. So like doing like 4 days no carb and then the fifth day just going insane. And that's actually because I kind of hit a plateau for a long time and I was like, dude, it sucks when you're trying so hard and then just
Yeah.
nothing's happening and you're like, all right, man, I need something to happen.
I did carb cycling before my wedding. I lost like 25 pounds. I did Monday and Tuesday. I did 50 grams of carbs,
Yeah.
and then Thursday through Sunday I did my regular. But I just upped my fats and proteins on Monday and Tuesday, or Sunday was like low everything.
Yeah.
Cause you weren't supposed to work out that. Anyway, it worked out great, but I've just been having the worst time trying to lose weight. And I think it just could be me being a woman and getting older.
Too. Yeah. We're in our 30s now.
Cause I'm like, but the worst part is like, I don't drink. I really don't eat that
Right.
poorly. It's
No,
just,
you really don't. And you don't drink. I know that.
yeah, so it's kind of like I just needed help, and so I needed to up my protein. I actually needed to eat more. So like I'm eating like 18 and 1900 calories a day.
Yeah.
And that helps a lot.
How many grams of protein are you getting in?
156
Okay.
grams.
Because I felt crazy because I was doing 230 and Sipes, it was like, you need to up that up.
Really?
And I was like, yeah. So now I'm hitting like 280 grams of protein a day, which is like,
Oh my god.
do you know how many protein shakes that is? It's a lot. Yeah.
I've been just doing a lot of chicken.
A lot of chicken.
You want me to tell you my meal plan?
Yeah,
How much time we
tell me
have?
your meal plan.
How much time we have?
I
I'll do it
don't
really
know.
fast.
Okay.
Aww.
I
I do egg whites and eggs in the morning with 4 pieces of turkey bacon with some raspberry and blueberry, and then during the afternoon I have 5.5 ounces of chicken with corn and peanuts and a little bit of honey, then at night I have chicken stir fry rice with 5.5 ounces of chicken, and then for a snack during the day I'll do like a protein smoothie bowl.
Whoa.
But I didn't do the smoothie bowl today. I just went and got a protein shake instead.
Okay. Well,
We're just gonna be the hottest people on this podcast soon.
This is it's about oh God.
Oh God.
Oh wait.
Oh God, choke me.
please. Yeah. Choke
Podcast.
me. Yeah.
Anyways,
That'd be crazy though. Just two
hot people.
we come in here just like two hot bods, like
We should do that Nikado avocado guide. Did you
oh
see
yeah,
that?
where
I'd
you
be
we
I'm
like
always 2 steps ahead.
yeah, where we're like doing we have a bunch of content saved up and then we come in.
And then be like,
Yeah.
hey guys.
Be like this is who we are.
I did find out, and I know we're going to sign off soon. I did find out though that my thyroid is not optimal. Found that out
really?
last week.
Oh, you know what I found out the other day is I did blood work on Friday.
You're homosexual.
And then they called me and they're like, yeah, you tested positive for homosexuality. And I was like, oh, fuck, dude. I kind of always wondered, but then like it affirmed it for me. And I was like,
okay,
man,
but what
this is
did they
going to be
really
an
tell you?
awkward conversation with a lot of people.
With Courtney.
Yeah.
What did they really tell you?
They told me we can't tell you the results of your blood work, but you need to schedule a follow-up immediately. So I have a follow-up appointment tomorrow morning. Which I guess is not that funny, but
With that, let's sign off.
yeah. So this might be my last episode, and it was so good to spend these 18 episodes with you guys.
Oh my gosh. No,
you
you'll be fine. They're
so
probably going to be
much.
like, you're so
They're
fit.
like,
We want you to come in
yeah.
for a study.
Like, we actually, I don't know. You
Anyway.
have a disease.
We don't know what
You
it
have
is.
too big of a. I don't know.
Hey, where can they find you,
Yeah.
Josh?
You can find me at big old dick. No, it's just Josh Dell, JOSHDEL. You can just Google it or whatever you do.
You can find me at
DuckDuckGo.
Big Booty Judy
Big Booty Judy.
at gmail.com. I'm just kidding. Braylee Linderman everywhere. And also go follow us on Oh God. Please. Not another podcast. Like, subscribe, share, love us.
All of it.
And don't look at buttholes on TikTok.
Yeah, don't do it, Hopecore. All right. All right, you guys have a good day.
Okay, we'll let you know about Josh's test results.
Bye-bye.
Oh, God. Please, not another podcast.
Yep.